if the machines are out, you know it's time for another project. And you know what, I'm always gung-ho for another project, but I'm burning out. It's been like 2 months straight of, you know, painting the van, doing the floor, just project after project, and I'm looking forward to, after this project, a little breather and just enjoying the van for what it is. So we bought ourselves a nice big basket, and if you saw the video of the generator testing, you know that we bought a new generator, a nice 3,000 watt generator. So today the goal is I'm going to build a generator box on this platform today. And I kind of stole I think I had some ginger beer in my mustache there. Basically I looked on YouTube, found what a bunch of other people have done, kind of pilfered the best ideas, and we're going to build a big box. We're going to have a little cabinet on this end that holds a 10-liter gas jug so that we always have some fuel with us. And then in here in the center is going to be the generator, and then on both sides, it's hard to explain, but the generator box is going to sit here, and on both sides there's going to be this little like up and around U-turn. And I've got two fans, two 12-volt fans that we're going to mount in there, and then basically air is going to get sucked up around and in, and then out the other end with the exhaust up and around and out. And the reason for the little labyrinth is sound deadening. So I'm also insulating the box. I've got some of this Durafoam insulation, so we're going to insulate and make like a double box, and the goal is to have cool air being drawn in, or at least warm air if it's summer, and the exhaust coming out the other end, and having this reduce the sound as much as possible. And you know that we used to use a 2,000 watt generator and lock it up under the van, and what a headache it's been. And then on top of that we had the generator box, a custom one welded underneath the van. It didn't really work like I wanted, so it's been a lot to get the to get a consistent way to keep the van cool. Oh, okay, well, talking isn't going to get this job done today, and of all the jobs, this is the one I'm about the most stressed about, just because it's I'm still, here it is, build morning, and I'm still not 100% sure I've got a good sketch of what I'm going to do, but these projects always sort of take on a life of their own as you're going. It's going to be a lot of problem solving today. All right, let's get this son of a bitch built. Alright, that's a lunch break for now. I got the basics up. So what's going to happen is this piece over here is going to be a full lid that's going to open up. And then we are going to have hinges down here, and this piece is going to fold down as well, so that I have access to the control panel on the generator. Up top I'll have access to get to fill up the gas, and then our gas jug fits right down in here. Down in here you can see we're going to run a fan on this side, which is going to push the exhaust up, out, down. And then on this side I'm going to have the opposite. I'll have a fan here drawing air in, and it's going to pull air from down here up around this through here. And that way the sound, that's the, if you can deflect sound, it's going to like deaden the sound by the time it leaves. So the plan is it's just going to kind of bump, the sound's going to bump off of all these angles and then deaden it. And now after lunch, got to take that Durafoam, fill this whole thing with Durafoam, and then that ABS plywood is another layer on top of the Durafoam, and then boom, our generator is going to sit right in here, and then we just get her all wired up and ready to go today. Another 3-4 hours on this project, I think, and I should be good to go. But right now, oh my goodness, I am dying out here. It's time for a quick swim. Alright, I got my holes cut, and everything's tarped right now because it looked like there was rain coming in. But in the meantime, I'm going to start cutting the foam and putting it in there, and then get our last layer of plywood in. Almost done. Lid's cut. Now I just got to finish the inside, put the hinges on. Alright. get to work here. So I aborted filming about halfway through because I was just running out of time, and I was just so focused on building I forgot to set the camera back up. And as always, it's gone on way too long. I started this morning at 9 a.m. It is now 8:30 p.m. and other than about 2 15-minute breaks where I ate something, I've been on the go. All right, there it is, all finished. So over here, there is one of these latches, but I need to buy a third one. I only bought 2, and I decided I wanted all 3. So that's where our gas can is going to be held. And then here, these 2 latches open up, and the lid opens up. I'll be able to get to the generator there to fill it. And then if I just want to start the generator, this will give us access to the control panel. And inside you can see I've got insulation all around, roof, front, and then a layer of this like aspenite particle board. So that should do the trick. Still got to stain this thing, pull all the hinges off, stain all the pieces, put it back together, and then mount it to the basket, and then mount the generator inside. So there's still so much to do, but that's it for today. Time to clean up and call it. All right, this is actually the 3rd day I've been working on this guy here. That's the 3rd day if you don't count research, design, going to get the materials. If you want to count all that, this took about a week to a week's worth of time to research, to come up with a design and sketch it out, to calculate the amount of materials and all the stuff I needed, and I still need to take 3 extra trips back to the hardware store because of things that I just didn't think of ahead of time or changes I made as the construction went on. But I just finished bolting it onto the box, so all I did was just drill a 5/8 hole through here. Here we've got, you can see, we got 4 mounting points, and they just go inside. You can see where my bolts come out here. And this compartment here, this is for the big jerry can of gas. I mean, it's a little big just for the jerry can, but that was the width I had to make it, and the height, nothing I could do about that. And then this is our main compartment here. All right, I have painted the inside silver, so this folds down. And this is where the generator is going to sit, and I've got my fans just bolted in, and there's a big hole in behind there, if you remember. And that leads to a chamber in here that goes up across, and right here is where the vent port is for the exhaust. And right here, open spot, that's where it's going to draw in the cool air. So this is going to be a pull fan, and this is going to be a push fan, and basically it just depends on which way I hook the wires up as to whether they push or pull. And I just basically painted the inside silver with high temp paint, just in an effort to protect this chipboard that I put in, and everything's bolted in now, our extension cord. So that's our little outlet port that leads out here so that this can run into our van and run our AC. But that's it. That is our generator box. Finito. And down here you'll see all this weirdo stuff down here. That is just simply so that when the generator sits in, it doesn't move. So let's do that. Let's go get the generator and put that in. It's our last step. Oh man, let me first say it is so hot out. I'm going to die soon. All right, so I got my 2 fans hooked up. That one's definitely pushing air in. I can feel it. And this side, 100% sucking air out, because if I put my hand under here, I can actually feel the air blowing out down here. Okay, now let's test out how quiet this thing is. I'm going to put the camera down. away. And I'm sitting here a foot away, chatting to you guys at a normal volume. This thing's nicely contained and very quiet. Very happy with the way this turned out. So that's our generator box. Last thing to do is tidy everything up in terms of the wires in there, and then load this thing on the back of the van. And we're under the 500-pound weight limit for this guy, so should work fine, but we're gonna find out. Wow, really quiet. Oh man. Okay, generator screwed in. I got all my cables tied up neat and tight. That's it. Nothing left to do but put this thing on the back of the van. What a job. Alright, I got the generator running and the cables going off into our van there. We got the AC running and we're gonna test it out. Why not? So in the van it was 40 degrees just a few minutes ago already. Whew. It's pitch black in here. I'll bring the camera over there. Already so much cooler. And I'm actually running the fan on, or the AC on medium, which we've never been able to do. It always had to be on low, and only at level 5 it goes to 10. Because if you tried to turn it up on low to 6, it would kick out our old 2,000 watt generator. So it looks like we got more than enough power here. And in less than 5 minutes, it's already cooled the van down quite a bit. And now with the add of the aid, I should say, of all the Reflectix I put in here, I think we're going to be in good shape. All right, that's it. I am done. We'll see you later. And this is why I built the generator box, for moments like this. I mean, we're in a nice, quaint little town. I don't want to disturb anybody, and with the heat today, we'll still be okay with running this generator box for about an hour or maybe 30 minutes while we're in the bike museum. Let's go check this thing out.